Okay, we should be back. Is that looking alright? Okay, so welcome back to the stream. Now starting part 3. We got the engines back up and running, and I've already completely forgotten what's going to happen next. Fun! Let's go.
Isaac, come in.
A jump scare.
Kendra's right. The ADS is completely shut. I'll need your help to fix this. Kendra, if you can hear me, see if you can get to the ship's reports.
Section.
It sounds like you have better access from there.
When were you going to tell us about the artifact, Hammond? This marker.
I don't know anything about that. It's referenced in the captain's records. They brought it up from the planet.
It's on the ship?
In cargo. They think it's of alien origin, but I don't know what the hell it is.
Really?
Let me open the door.
CEC didn't know anything about it.
And thank you.
You're lying.
Back up! I am not the bad guy here. Or I'll shake you right now.
You're
gonna have to trust that I don't know anything about it. We've entered the debris field. Get to the captain's nest. I'll explain everything later. Hammond down.
Yeah, I will, just as soon as you open the fucking door. Thank you. Yes. Them. Yeah, same to you, buddy. Why doesn't that make this area no
Isaac,
oxygen area?
Impact on the bridge, right at your feet. I'm reading heavy damage, but containment looks solid. Life support is stabilized. We've got to get the ADS working.
Containment. Meh. Yep.
Isaac. Damn, you scared me. The place is making me jumpy. Fucking asteroids coming through the roof. Look, I know Kendra doesn't trust me, but I don't know anything about a marker or anything else. This is supposed to be a repair mission. Plain and simple. This mess is the asteroid defense system. I can fix these boards when the main power routing is shot. You're gonna have to reroute them manually through at least 3 junction boxes to activate the primary cannon. Oh, but first, you need to activate the atrium elevators from bridge security. You can use them to get to the junction boxes. By the way, Isaac, be careful. I saw something out there. I don't know what. I only got a glimpse. But it was big. Really big.
Shit! Stand back! Oh, that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
Oh, you're gonna regret doing that. Well, I'm gonna regret you doing that.
Bridge, come in. We've been boarded. Repeat, the ship has been boarded. We are under attack. Open fire! How are they? They've already killed most of the deck staff. We need security back up here immediately. Guns are useless. We can't hold them back for very long.
Thing's armor. Shoot it in the back, Isaac.
That's what I was doing.
Quarantine lifted.
Isaac, make us whole again.
Okay.
Atrium elevators are now online.
This is mutiny. You'll all be tried for mutiny. Kind, make them listen to reason. Settle down, then. Hold him. By Maritime Law, Article 5469, I hereby declare Captain Benjamin Mathias unfit for duty. The marker must be delivered to the church. Terrence, please. I'm sorry, Ben, but I can't let you do this. Traitor. Heretic. Hold his head. Murderer! Hold him.
Dead.
Yeah, no shit, you just stuffed a needle in his eye.
I had to stop him.
Arrest the doctor.
It has arms, legs, buttocks. Why the fuck the eye?
It looks like some of the gravity plating is malfunctioning. Keep an eye out for any kind of distortion effect coming from the floor. It could be dangerous.
Huh. Oh! Shit, 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 shit! Hunt the baby! Seriously.
To the ADS.
Ship systems, junction box rerouted. I'm making some progress with the tracking grid. One of the cannons is giving me a hard time. Keep moving.
No, I disagree. Dead Space 3 exists. It's actually quite fun in co-op. It's not a good Dead Space game, I suppose, because it's a bit too much action. But if you've ever played it in co-op, you really should try playing as both characters and doing the optional missions. Because then you've got Carver playing. When you're playing as Carver, he's getting all the hallucinations and things. It's pretty cool. Oh god, no. No thank you to it. So I will say this, to be fair to Dead Space 3 again, is there really any horror to this in New Game Plus? I mean, I'm a little overpowered. I mean, I'd say the only time the Dead Space games have horror is first time you play them, and when you play them on the ridiculous modes, like playing Dead Space 3 where you can save as many times as you want, but if you die even once, you're back to the very beginning, or Dead Space 2 where you have the you can only save 3 times in the entire game. Oh, you mean the Leviathan? Yeah, that was a bit of a pain in the arse of a fight. Anymore. Yeah, it really pisses me off how EA ruined Visceral. And first tampering with the game by insisting on all those microtransactions in Dead Space 3. And
Isaac, listen up. I've gone over the MedSci reports.
Then the
These things are
multiplayer into...
biorecombinators. They take dead tissue, absorb it, and mold it into new forms.
Obviously.
One iteration seems to have the sole purpose
making
of
them
infecting
make...
corpses.
What was it?
The others, well, seem to be making corpses.
Did they make them make a cod or something?
And that body tissue we keep seeing on the walls is part of it too. I found a report that says it's a habitat changer.
I think BioWare fucked themselves, frankly. I mean, BioWare's really just a slightly more competent Bethesda. Both of them try to go far beyond what they're actually capable of, but BioWare don't tend to release quite such buggy pieces of shit.
Exiting vacuum. Entering vacuum.
Well, did you actually look into the actual development history of? They didn't even know what the game was going to be until like 18 months or 8 months before the game didn't. They did trailers for the game and they still didn't even know what the hell they were making because they hadn't decided what to do with it. And they were working on it for like 6 or 8 years or something, weren't they? They were just pissing away the money that they were given. That's why I think Bethesda, I think BioWare screwed themselves even before EA got pissed and said just put something out. I mean, if I was EA, I'd be pissed at BioWare after wasting that much time.
Power transferred to the ADS.
I mean, they'd actually announced the game and shown trailers for it at E3 before they even knew what the hell they wanted to make. That's all kinds of dumbass. Go on. Looking forward to getting over to Dead Space 2 when the payment system gets added. That was always the best bit, just taking their limbs and using them to pin them to the walls. I didn't entirely care about Anthem, to be honest. I tried it when it was in beta, and it just felt like a worse version of the multiplayer from Mass Effect 3. It just wasn't impressive at all. And I liked the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. That was fun. I disagree with saying that the world's over. over with looter shooters. I mean, Destiny 2's still doing strong, and I think it's getting its player base back now that it's left Activision. And Borderlands 3's doing amazing well, just everyone's loving that. I think it's just over BioWare, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair. They certainly didn't handle it well, handled Anthem well at all. Yeah, certainly agree with you there on microtransactions. I've never liked them. Just sell actual DLC. I mean, fine. I suppose you'd call them microtransactions when I'm saying like sell like the occasional outfit rather than having like a full set pack where you got like 1,500 bloody things. Just sell like, I don't know what went on in there, but I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes back. Or something for that be as micro as micro gets for me. But overall, I just prefer actual DLC in the form of expansion packs. Like, during this long play, I will be playing the Severed DLC for Dead Space 2. That's really good DLC. And I think Dead Space 3 had some, or was that just an epilogue? Can't remember what Aftermath is classed as. Damn it, you run. Come on then, jump back into I'm kind of got mixed feelings about release day DLC, because on the one hand it feels disrespectful to the players, but on the other hand it's not the same teams that work on the DLC as work on the main thing usually, and there's usually like 3 months between the game being finished and the game being going gold and releasing, so they usually work on the DLC during those 3 months, so sometimes they just get it finished in time. Or it's like I say, it's a different team working on it at the same time, so it's already done.
Alright, we've got enough power, but the ADS cannon's auto targeting is down. I think it's a faulty data cable.
I mean, part of me likes being able to just start a game and play the whole way through, not have to come back 6 to 12 months down the line to try out a new piece of DLC for it. I'd rather all of the DLC be out at day one, just so I can play the whole thing. But again, that just ramps up the price and it does feel a little disrespectful to the players. I don't know. Hard to make up your mind on that one. Yeah, now that is fucking disrespectful. Because a lot of the time people go on about how they've cut content out of the game for make DLC, and usually it's absolute bullshit. But Mass Effect 3 for certain, they definitely did that because the what are they called, the precursors, Prometheans, something like that. Can't remember what they were, but the only way to get the character and story of that race was DLC, which I think was pre-order DLC, because I remember playing it right at the start of the game. Yeah, it just depends on how they do it, really. Mass Effect's definitely an example of how not to do DLC. Almost impossible to feel that they didn't just go, right, here's the full game, now we're just going to cut these sections of the game out and sell them separately.
Multiple impacts detected
across the star. It just feels like that's what they did. Yes, the Leviathan DLC, yeah, because that's the one where you have a Reaper under the ocean somewhere, isn't it? I can't remember if it was a good Reaper or just an almost dead one. God, it's been a long time since I played the Mass Effect games. I mean, I played all 3 of them, all of the DLC, got all of the achievements, and honestly, meh. Oh yeah, that's right. The Reapers, what effectively turned into the Reapers, weren't they? Like they were the first husks or whatever.
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
I think I'll actually do a save here because this is the one bit where it can get a bit janky. I'd recommend at least playing Mass Effect 3 if you like the first 2. I mean, people go on about how bad the ending is, but I actually like the original synthesis engine.
So it should punch through anything flying at us.
But
keep an eye on the hull's integrity.
Not the usual Mass Effect player, I suppose.
And we're dead. I think I've almost got the system repaired. Just buy me a little more time.
I mean, frankly, I was always calling bullshit on the whole thing of your decisions mattering in the first place. I mean, what real difference did any of your decisions in Mass Effect 1 make in number 2? Not much whatsoever. And no matter what you did, you always came down to basically the exact same ending. Because they have to. They can't respect everyone's decisions because then they can't actually make a game. They'd have this massive probability tree that would result in some people only getting to play like 25% of the game. Frankly, BioWare are just a team of Peter Molyneux who promise the world but they deliver a few pebbles. Comparison.
Warning. Hull integrity critical.
I've almost got this thing fixed. Just a little bit longer.
Who the hell up? I don't think I'm going to succeed this time.
targeting is now online and clearing a path to safety.
That was clutch.
As soon as we're clear, I'll engage the autopilot again. Head to the tram station, and I'll meet you there when I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know how many attempts it took me to get the achievement for finishing that with more than 50% health left. But I've failed this section probably more times than I've succeeded it. It was easily the tensest part of the hardest difficulty playthrough. Well, all I was doing there was using the left trigger, I think. I don't even know what I just did there. Whether I was using 2 shots or 1 or what.
Entering zero gravity.
Oop. Got too distracted. I must have killed something without even being able to see that it was there.
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
Wait! Isaac Hammond, you're not gonna believe this. Oxygen levels are falling. Something's poisoning hydroponics air production, and whatever it is, it's filling the deck up with that organic stuff. We're not going to have any air to breathe soon.
Damn you, Taco
But if
Tuesday.
I understand these lab reports correctly, I think I can make a poison to destroy it. Head to medical. It should have everything you need.
Will this never end?
Yeah, when you've only got the
medical
one
and mix
type,
together
one weapon
whatever Kendra's
the whole
come up
time,
with.
it does become a lot
I'm heading to hydroponics. If I can slow it down, that might keep us breathing long enough to fight it.
The plasma cutter's just the best weapon in the game anyway. If you're good with it. Where are they? Sorry about that. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm playing. This is the Xbox 360 version being played with backwards compatibility through the Xbox One. Yeah, it works surprisingly well. It's just a bit awkward because you have to switch from the game over to the Twitch app and adjust your settings in there, and then switch back. And while you're in the Twitch app, it just streams absolutely nothing. It just shows a weird background. So you have to keep going back and forth, and it takes a bit of practice, but you get the hang of it. Personally, the worst part is the streaming information, I think. because you can't see it, but for me, I don't have the camera window. Instead, I've just got a little info bar which is showing how many people are watching me and how long I've been streaming, and it takes a bit of practice of moving that around to work out where in an individual game it won't block off important information. That was a real problem for me in Assassin's Creed Origins. I had to try quite a few different positions to get something I was comfortable with. Like I say, because I have to switch between the app and the game, it's a bit disruptive to the stream to make any adjustments.
Isaac, I can smell the contaminated air from here. It's spreading faster than I expected. I'm trying to isolate it, but it's not going to buy us much time. We have to get that thing off this ship. The chemicals you need are in the chemistry lab. I'll hack the door for you when you get there.
Yeah, I've got a PC with 2 monitors, but the main monitor is also what I've got the Xbox plugged in through the HDMI. So I'm watching the Xbox on that monitor and using the second monitor for monitoring the Twitch desktop thing, whatever it's called. Live dashboard, that's the word. I kind of enjoyed the gameplay, but good lord, was Origins bloated to hell with content. Just way more than it needed. I mean, I think my entire long play, where I got 100% in every achievement plus the DLCs, was like 120, 140 hours, something like that. No game needs to be that long. Fuck off. Well, specifically, no single-player game really needs to be that long. Multiplayer games, who cares how long they go. You know, probably put like 2,000 or 3,000 hours into Destiny 1 and 2. And I haven't actually worked out how much time I put into a mud MMO back in the day. But I had like more than a year of in-game gameplay on that, one of those text-based games. OW RPGs? I'm not sure what the OW is. Oh shit. Oh, open world. Duh. Yeah, I suppose so.
You're close to the chemistry station. Once you get the chemicals, you're also going to need a DNA sample of the alien tissue. I'll search the records for one.
Personal log, Dr. Charles Mercer. I now have a live subject for my study. I'm eager to validate my tissue regeneration.
Oh, another view.
Initial
Welcome
restraint
to the
was
stream.
problematic, but now the patient's resting
Yeah.
He trusts me. He puts his life
I don't
in
know
my
which one this is, whether it's
He
the
knows
Hunter
his
or
part
the
in all of this.
Recombinator?
Understands
Was
what
it?
I'm doing.
Regenerator?
The forehead has been swabbed clean and marked.
What are you doing with that?
And I'm now attempting to create a passage to insert the sample sequences.
What are
Round completed.
you? Your fight for survival is admirable, but pointless. And yet you keep on going.
Damn it, I don't need
It
that one.
almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it.
Idiot.
Stop running. Stop your struggle. Our future, your future, the future of our race ends here.
Meh.
Allow me to introduce you to humanity's child, the children that will replace us, our greatest creation.
It's so annoying I don't get to kill you.
Regenerating! Get out of there! Run!
Anyone there? Steve, come in, Isaac. Kendra, is anyone there?
Hammond, where the hell have you been?
I've reached hydroponics. It's bad down here. Really bad. Can hardly breathe.
But some are just opening out the wall then.
My eyes are stinging. Must be seeing things.
Now you need to find a DNA sample of the growth. According to lab records, there's an inert sample stored in the ICU. Dr. Mercer was apparently doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac,
Your persistence surprises me. Holding on to your final breath, you claw your way along. You hold on to what was once your world, but now it belongs to the children. Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their birth. Listen. Can you hear it? It's coming. Say your prayers.
keep shutting down the door protocol. I bypass the lock. Go!
Oops. I think that's the first time those have ever actually killed me. I never actually allowed myself to get close to him before. I didn't know they could do that. I'll go get you a plaster. Maybe a paracetamol.
Person log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention elasticity, is remarkable. Dr. Kine, I'm sure, would disapprove. But I do not anticipate that issue, as the good doctor is busying himself with the marker. As if that matters now. He has also succumbed to the same dementia that afflicted the colony. Only yesterday he told me he had spoken to his wife. But Amelia Kine has been dead for some years. My subject grows restless. Patience. Your time is soon. Very soon.
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical
Who the hell was that?
Please evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's decompressed the entire deck, and I'm being locked out of those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
Well, that didn't work.
You've got everything you need to make the poison. Now get
Didn't
back to the
even know I
chemistry
could actually
lab.
run through there like that.
Do it fast.
Normally I take my time and kill everything.
You're cutting out, Hammond. I'm gonna try to switch over. Shit. I lost his signal. I'll continue scanning for his location. You have to get that compound mixed. I've got more intel on the atmosphere. A survivor's report says a massive creature entered the hydroponics deck from outside the ship. That's when the air quality began degrading. The survivor called it the Leviathan.
That was more like it. Oh, come on. See if I can do that in game. mean, I've already got the streaming volume set so that the game volume is only 30%. You'll have to let me know if that's any better. Or if it goes too quiet. Have I just done a lap and gone wrong somewhere? I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Ah, I must have gone that one the wrong way. Oops.
Processing request. Please stand by. Final mixing complete. Please remove the capsule.
Let's hope that poison works. Head back to the tram station and get up to hydroponics as fast as you can. Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit, misplaced as it may be. I think you should see the whole plan. You should not spurn the hive mind's offerings. You deserve to witness that at least.
Meh.
Perhaps now you will answer. The war that is done must continue. Will continue. I, Dr. Charles Mercer, shall serve as the catalyst to the salvation of our species. These specimens will return to Earth with me. I will spread their divine glory across the entire planet. I will leave you with my creation. Embrace the inevitable.
Bring it, motherfucker. Ooh. And screw you. God. The difficulty I had the very first time doing that.
Let's just hope that's the last we see of that thing. I've managed to override Mercer's lockdown.
Such is the problem with puzzle fights.
Nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics.
As soon as you know how to do it, it's a joke. time is it? 11:30. Damn it, I've got to get up in the morning. Well, that's the end. That's pretty much 3 hours. I'm going to call it there for tonight, because unfortunately I've got to do some stuff tomorrow, and hopefully I'll stream again tomorrow and play through to the end. So thank you for spending your time with me, really appreciate it. Take care and good night.